Rita, and as I was coming, Rita's topic was hello, and you guys gave me a goodbye. Thank you for getting me a hello. The purpose of Rita's speech was to use a topic and connect with an unfamiliar audience. She did an excellent job, in my opinion, of connecting with the variety of different audience members, from Patrick to our different ages to our different understanding of knowledge of telecom. Some things you were saying, I'm like, I just received the bills and pick up the phone and call, so I didn't know the behind the scenes, so it was good to know the behind the scenes. So my biggest thing for me was you really engaged in the audience, and you used the opportunity to use even the limited stage to go into people's personal space, not intrusive, but to go into their personal space, to make eye contact. If I was sitting on this side of the table, on the right side of the table, I would have felt a bit left out, because for me, I felt you were engaging more on this to the left than over to the right. So I would encourage you to make sure that you're using the full space to engage the full audience. In terms of vocal variety, I was happy that someone was speaking a bit fast. Because I'm always told I speak a bit fast. So there were a few points where you were speaking a bit fast, and I was needing to keep up. So for me, if you could just slow down a bit, particularly it happened when you were speaking about the switchboard and plugging in, and so I was plugging all over, and I was just trying to keep up. As I said, the topic, in terms of the topic, you did an excellent job of explaining to all different ages, from the cinder block phones to now these small phones that we can carry in our pocket. So I think that you gave a good history and timeline to keep us engaged. There were a few times when I was trying to keep up with the with the language, talking around the phone system. So just making sure that we're aware of everyone's level of knowledge on that. My challenge for you would be to pick a topic that maybe you're not as familiar with, because the telecom thing is your thing. You know it. Even if we ask you at any time, you can start talking about that. That's who you are. So I would challenge you just to pick a topic that maybe you aren't as familiar with, and working to present that speech to make us all engaged, just as you had us engaged with this speech. Well done.
And on to our final evaluator, Mr. George Luanya.